Welcome back to Truth Bomber TV. We're talking about why can't I manifest what I want? If you've read all the rules of engagement and you're following all these people that are talking about manifesting and what you need to do in order to get there, and think about what you want or envision these things, do a vision board, all these different things that we are using according to these people and their philosophies are good things to do, but they will not lead you to manifesting everything you want. And if you do not understand all the rules, you're going to end up very frustrated. So, if all those things are true, what you think you create, what you feel you attract, what you imagine you become, if all those things are true, why is this not working for people? What is going on with this? The reason it's not working is because these thought conscious leaders are not looking at the energetic body. They're not seeing the spiritual vessel that is happening. They're working on one thing, which is the mind. And the mind is powerful, but it is only a certain fraction of your body. It is not the whole, and it's not going to bring you into being a master manifester. As much as I would love that to be the truth, it simply just is not. So you should not feel alone, and you should not feel like you're doing something wrong. What you need to do is start doing the soul work and look at how your body really works. And it is about energy and frequency and vibration. But there's a lot more to it that we need to expand upon. So we are subconsciously creating lessons in our energy systems. These frequencies and vibrations that you hear these people talking about are flowing and ebbing all the time according to our relationships, according to our life situations, according to our repeat patterns, our judgments. All of these things are standing in our way of being a conscious creator. But most people do not want to hear that. They want to hear this idea that if you just think about this, or if you believe it, or you draw a vision board of it, it will happen for you. And unfortunately, it's not happening for a lot of people. So what's really going on is you attract relationships to you with personalities you've never known how to deal with, your repeat dysfunctional patterns. You attract back to you your unhealed wounds and traumas. So you've got to not miss this step of looking at the energy body, the chakras, the meridians, the radiant circuits, and how they work off of balances or imbalances, and start breaking apart what is going on in my reality right now. All of your life is this orchestration of what's already happening, what you are thinking, what your energetic core is putting out into the universe. And it cannot be tricked by thinking or vision boards or these other things that you've been led to believe will bring you manifesting abundance. That is an important part, using the mind and overcoming the own ways that we block ourselves from things. But your body is physical, it's mental, it's emotional, it's spiritual. And only by looking at this in a soul evolution way on all these levels can you become a master manifester. So the idea of manifesting, I think, is misleading. And I think that as things and time roll on and we come into the time of enlightenment, a lot of this will become self-evident, and people that are looking to involve themselves and improve themselves will start breaking these different issues down. So if you are an empath that has the imbalances that attract narcissists to you, just using one example, narcissists think and believe everything should come to them. And they have no problem spending money on themselves. They have no problem devoting all of their time and energy on them. Whereas empaths are very focused on other people. They will go without so someone else can have more. They do not believe in their inherent gifts. They give their control and power away. And often it's to the narcissist, and the narcissists have to be terrible at handling it so that the empaths will finally heal and evolve themselves. and they will finally decide to put their time and energy into themselves. They decide that they are worthy of things. They decide to stop being codependent. They decide to step into their own personal power. So this is just one example of how, even though the empath may be a fixer, healer, and solver looking to manifest abundance, there's a big roadblock there. And the roadblock has to be handled by doing the self-work, by stopping these codependent patterns, by thinking that giving other people power over them, their thoughts, their emotions, by investing in themselves so the universe can bring back people who invest within them. So all of these different things come to play. That's just one example. And this video would be super long if I tried to go through each one of these and how they can manifest in different ways. But I'm trying to break down a few examples so that you can start looking at your life and see if you're not manifesting what you want. Think about these different elements. I'm going to post a video on the chakras and how they work and how the energy is always webbing and flowing according to different spiritual tests, and also our meridians, if we are imbalanced or if we are balanced. So all of these make us come into alignment for everything that we've ever wanted. And if you start looking at repeat patterns, a lot of people are in relationships that reflect repeat patterns. So they'll go from one relationship to the next with a similar type person. And even though they change out the person, the same underlying wounds are there. So perhaps it's a parent relationship dynamic where the parent always had control of the money, and now you're in a relationship with someone where the spouse always has control of the money. And you have to break down, how is this rolling along to show me something about myself, instead of trying to avoid reality by thinking and believing and manifesting in these outside ways. Break apart your life. Break apart these unhealed wounds, these traumas. You attract every personality type you've never known how to deal with. You attract what you hate. All of these things you've got to overstep in order to get out of the suffering and in order to be a master manifester, because there's lessons in them. There's lessons in suffering. So only a complete soul evolution will create a master manifester. And this takes self-work. This takes understanding the holographic universe, which everything is frequency, vibration, energy, and getting to the heart of that involves more than what you think you become and all these other things that we've been taught. So you can check me out at www.narcissistnirvana.com. And I post here on Wednesdays. I've got an online program, and I also do spiritual counseling and past life regression hypnosis. So if you're interested in any of those things, check me out. I look forward to seeing you all next week and delving into the topic about narcissists and how they use shock and intimidation to control people. But we have to be controllable by these different things in order to be manipulated. And that's where we have to get our own personal power back and decide to stop letting those kinds of techniques work against us. So thanks for watching.